Hello mind risers. Today we'll be solving the Karnataka ICSE School Association, the KISA paper 2025 ka section B part. Alright. So this is question number 4. Fourth main, first one. It's a question from matrices where you need to find the values of x and y. First let us multiply them. So how do we multiply? We'll draw a line like this. So it is these rows get multiplied with the column terms. So 5 into 4x will be 20x plus 4 3s are 12. That's your first number. So and then the lower row, which is minus 2 into 4, so minus 8x plus 18 plus multiply this 2 with both the elements there, get 10 and 14 equal to 7 and y. Now let us write this in the linear form. So 20x plus 12 plus 10 is equal to 7. So on solving this, so that was, sorry, I've written it incorrectly. So this is equal to 6 into 7 by y. So 6 sevens are, this is 42 and this is 6y. Alright, so 22 is equal to 42. 20x is equal to 42 minus 20 will be 20. Therefore, value of x is 1. Now for the other part, minus 8x plus 18 plus 14 is equal to 6y. We've already found out the value of x is 1, so we will substitute here. So this will be minus 8 plus 18 plus 14 equal to 6y. So minus 18 plus minus 8 plus 18 will be 10 plus 14, which is 24 equal to 6y. Therefore y is 4. That's it. Now question 4, second one is a question from banking, where the question says Rohit deposits a certain sum of money every month in an RD account for 2 years. Therefore, N is going to be 24 months. The bank pays interest at the rate of 10% per annum. R is given as 10% and Rohit receives 66,250 as maturity value. Maturity value is given as rupees 66,250. Find the sum of money. So you need to find the sum of money P. So first we will find out the interest. Formula for interest is Pn into n plus 1 into R by 2 into 12 into 100. P we do not know. N is 24 into 25. R is 10 by 2 into 12 into 100. So 25 ones are 25, 4s are 4 ones are 4, 6 are 6 ones are 6, 2s are 2 ones are 2, 5s are. We get P as 5 by 2 P. You can also take it as 2.5 P. So this is the value of I. So interest, either you can use it as 5 by 2 P or 2.5 P. Now let us substitute this in the maturity value formula. So maturity value is Pn plus I. Maturity value is given as 66,250 is equal to P into N. N is 24, so 24P plus I. I'm using the decimal value, which is 2.5 P. So 24 plus 2.5 will be 26.5 P. Shift it here, divide this 66250 by 26.5 is equal to P. Now you need to cancel this out, so you can remove the 0 point here and add a 0 in the numerator, and on solving this you get the answer as principal will be rupees 2,500. Alright, now question 4, third one is a question from construction. So I cannot draw a precise diagram on the board, so I will be posting this as a YouTube shortly. Next question 5 is a question from GST. Fifth main, first one. The SGST on an AC is given as 14%. And the price of the AC including the GST is rupees 57,600. So the cost price is coming as 57,600. What is the rate of GST? So first subdivision is rate of GST. So we know GST gets split into SGST and CGST. So 14 plus 14, which is 28%, is the first answer. Second question says, what is the price of AC before the GST value? So if we let the price of AC be rupees X, we know on X 28% gets added and the price came out to be 57600. To take LCM here, so you get 100x plus 28, so you get 128x by 100, which is 57600. So x is equal to 57600 into 100 by 128. Reduce this part. into 100 by 128. 2 8s are 16, 2 8s are 16, we have 00. 2 3s are 2 2s are 2 1 44. 2 1s are 2 6 are 3600 by 8. So 8 1s are 8 4s are 32 4 5. So therefore the original price of the AC is rupees 45,000. The third question says, what is the amount of GST? So we know this is the original price 45,000 and on adding GST it came up to be 57,600. So you need to subtract both to find the amount of GST. So 5760 45,000. 12,600 rupees is the amount of GST. Alright. Now question 5, second one is a question from quadratic equation word problems. Question says the distance between Mumbai and Pune is 192 km. Travelling by the Deccan Queen, it takes 48 minutes less than the other train. Calculate the speed of the Deccan Queen if the speed of the two trains differ by 20 km per hour. So if I take that other train's speed as x km per hour, then the Deccan train's speed is going to be x plus 20 km per hour. To find out the time for both the trains, so T1 is be the time for the first train, so time is equal to distance upon speed, which is 192 by x. Time 2 for the Deccan train, 192 by x plus 20. So this is reaching faster, so time will be less. Therefore T1 minus T2, it's given as 48 minutes. So the train reaches 48 minutes earlier. So substitute the values. 192 by x minus 192 by x plus 20 is equal to 48. We need to convert this to hours, so you divide by 60. Cross multiply this part, find the LCM. So your denominator is going to be x square plus 20x. Here you have 192x plus multiply this 3840 minus 192x is equal to, simplify this fraction, you will get 12, 4s are 12, 5s are 4 upon 5. Here plus 192 and minus 192x gets cancelled, and then you can cross multiply these two fractions. So 3840 into 5 is equal to 4x square plus 20x. All three numbers are divisible by 4, so you can further reduce this. You get x square plus 5x here, and cancel this with 4. So 4 9s are 36, 4 6s are 24, 960 into 5, so 5 zeros are 0, 5 6s are 30, and 9s are 45, 4800. Write it in a quadratic form. I haven't multiplied 4 into 20, so this is 80x. So on reducing it by 4, this is 20x minus 4800 equal to 0. Alright, you need to factorize this further to find the value of x. So 4800 will split as 60 into 80. So when we multiply, we get 4800. Okay, so alright, so here you split, and when you add and subtract, you will get 20. So we need plus 20, so 80 is going to be plus and 60 is going to be minus. So x square minus 60x plus 80x minus 4800 equal to 0. Take out common. So x minus 60 and x plus 80 equal to 0. Split this. X is plus 60, and here x you will get as minus 80. Now x cannot be, speed cannot come as a negative answer, so we will not assume this. We get x as 60 km per hour. Now we had assumed that the other train's speed to be x. So the other train speed is 60 km per hour, but the question says what is the speed of the Deccan train. So Deccan train is 20 more than this. Therefore the Deccan train's speed is equal to 80 km per hour. We need to add 20 to 60. Third question under question 5 is from heights and distances. The horizontal distance between two towers is 120 meters. So there are two towers. Horizontal distance between them is 120 meters. The angle of elevation of the top and depression of the bottom of the first tower as observed from the top of second are 30 degree and 24 degree. So this is the second tower, this is the first tower. We are observing the angle of elevation of top of this and depression of the foot of this tower, and these angles are found to be 30 degree and 24 degree respectively. So here what do we have to find? Find height of the two towers and give your answer to three significant figures. Alright, so what do we do? Let us first mark this as A, B, C, D and E. If this DE is 120, BC is also going to be 120. I will take this as X and I will take this value as Y. So we will start with triangle ABC. So tan 30 degree is equal to X by 120. Tan 30 we know is 1 by root 3, which is equal to X by 120. Multiply this 120 by root 3. You need to rationalize this, is equal to X. So 120 root 3. Root 3 into root 3 is 3. 3 ones are 3. 40. So 40 into 1.732 is the value of x. Multiply this. 4 2s are 8, 4 3s are 12, 4 7s are 28, 29, 4 2s are 4 1s are 4, 5 6. So 69.28 is part AB. So this is the value of AB. So let us just remember this. Now for the other triangle, which is triangle CDE. This is also 24 degrees. So considering triangle CDE, right, tan, if this BD is y, CE is also going to be y. Tan 24 is equal to y by 120. Tan 24, you will refer the tan table which will be provided to you, and the value is 0.4452. Multiply this 120 with this is equal to y. So let us multiply this. 2s are 24, 12 5s are 60, 62, 12 4s are 48, 48 plus 6 is 54, 12 4s are 48, 48 plus 5 is 53. So 0 है, decimal I am shifting, so on placing, so the point will be here. .424 meter. Alright, so this is your tower. Second tower's height is going to be 53.4. So also the question had told to find the answer in 3 significant figures, which means only 3 digits to be written. Therefore, the height of the second tower CE is going to be 53.4 meter. And whereas AD, which is the height of the first tower, you need to add both x and y and get the answer, which you will get as 123 meter. Alright. Now let us go to question number 6. Question 6 is a question from circles and tangents. Remember that whenever any diagram is given in the paper, copy down the correct diagram. This is the diagram given, and it is mentioned that BD is the diameter of the circle, and these are the values that you need to find. Also PQ is a tangent touching the circle at point A. Now we will start with what is given. So they have given that BD is the diameter. So we will use the first theorem from circles, which states that angle subtended from diameter is always 90. It's marked as C. So we will write down, so angle BCD is equal to 90 degree, and you need to state the theorem to it. Next we can consider the triangle BCD. So 60 plus 90 plus angle BDC equal to 180. 60 plus 90 is going to be 150, and 180 minus 150 will be 30 degree. Alright, so we got this also as 30 degree. Let us come to the questions and see what all they are asking. They are asking QAB. So we need to connect this. QAB is this angle which is made between a chord and a tangent, which should be equal to angle made by the same chord in the alternate, which is the other segment. So this will be equal to this angle, that is 30 degree. So angle QAB will be 30 degree, and you need to give the reasoning for it. If the reasons are not mentioned, you will not get marks. Then finding PAD. So PAD is here. So this angle should be equal to angle made by this chord in the other segment. So this and this needs to be similar, same. So what we'll do, we will take triangle BAD. BD is a diameter, so this angle is again going to be 90. So 90 plus 30 plus this will be 180, so we'll get this as 60 degree. So angle PAD will be 60 degree. Then we need to find CDB, which we already found in the beginning. Whenever you are writing the answers, mention the sub question number. Question 6, second one is a question from arithmetic progression. So the sum of the first n terms of an AP is given as 5n minus 1. So Tn is given as 5n minus 1. We need to find sum of the first 20 terms. S20 you need to find. Now if the general term has been mentioned in terms of n, how do we find out the first term and the difference? We take let n equal to be 1. So T1 is going to be 5 ones are 1, 5 minus 1, 4. So this is the first term, which is 4. Then let n be 2. So T2 is going to be 10 minus 1, which is 9. So the second term of the sequence is 9. Therefore, the difference is going to be 9 minus 4, which is 5. So we know the first term, we know the difference. Now we can easily find the sum of first 20 terms. So the formula is n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 d. So n is 20. So 20 by 2 will be 10. 2 into a is 4, 2 4s are 8. N is again 20 minus 1, 19. D is 5. Multiply that, 5 9s are 45, 5 1s are 5 plus 1, 95 plus 8 into 10. 95 plus 8 is going to be 103, multiply into 10, so 1030 is this sum of first 20 terms. Question 6, third one is a question from remainder factor theorem. So here the given expression, so we will take it as f of x is equal to 2x cube plus 9x square plus 7x minus 6. We need to factorize this expression completely. So first we need to find a factor for this. So we need to assume the values of x. The only values that we can take are x as 1 or minus 1, 2 or minus 2, 3 or minus 3. So when we select these values, this polynomial has to come out as 0. So the remainder has to be 0. We will start with 1. So this will be 2 plus 9 plus 7 minus 6. So this is not going to be 0. Minus 1 is also not going to give you as 0. Let us try with 2. So let x equal to be 2. So you get 2 cube plus 9, 2 square plus 7, 2 minus 6. So 8 2s are 16. 4 9s is 36. 7 2s are 14 minus 6. So this is also not equal to 0. Let us try with x as minus 2. So we can change the signs here only. If this was minus, this sign would have been minus and this sign would have been minus. Now let us try. So 16, 14 is 30, 36. So plus this is equal to 0. Therefore x equal to minus 2. So x plus 2 is a factor. Now once you have selected the factor, now you need to divide this polynomial by the factor that we've got. So x you need to multiply with 2x square to get 2x cube. Then 2 into 2 will be 4x square. Change the signs, cancel this out. 9 minus 4 is 5x square. Bring down the next term along with the sign. Whatever sign you have here, put the same sign on top. X into 5x gives us 5x square, plus 2 into 5 is plus 10x. Change the signs again. This gets cancelled. So 7 minus 10 is going to be minus 3x. Bring down the minus 6. Put the same sign on top. X into 3 is minus 3x. This will be minus 6. On changing the sign, you are getting the remainder as 0. So that means the factor that we have selected is right. Now you take the quotient and factorize it further. The quotient that we have is 2x square plus 5x minus 3. So on further factorizing this, 2 3s are 6. So minus 6 you've got to split into two numbers, which will be, or to get plus 5. So what will that be? These are 6 plus 2 and 3 will not give us minus 6. How about 6 ones are? So this will be plus and this will be minus. 2x square plus. So we will just factorize this further. 1 minus x minus 3 equal to 0. So 2x is common. X plus 3 minus 1 is common. X plus 3. 2x minus 1 and x plus 3 are the two more factors that we get. So final answer when you write f of x will be equal to x plus 2 into 2x minus 1 and x plus 3. Do not put a comma in between, otherwise you lose out 1 mark. Now moving on to question number 7. Seventh main first one is a question from trigonometry. So this is the question given. We will be using the LHS and we'll use identities to expand this part. So using LHS, on expansion we get sine square theta plus cosecant square theta plus 2 sine theta cosecant theta plus, expanding this as well, cos square theta plus secant square theta plus 2 into cos theta secant theta. Sine square plus cos square we know is 1, so we will directly write this as 1. Cosecant square is 1 plus cot square theta plus 2 sine theta. Cosecant here is 1 by sine theta plus secant square can be written as 1 plus tan square theta plus 2 cos theta into this secant is reciprocal of cos theta. So this cos and sine gets cancelled. So now we have 1 plus 1 2, 2 plus 2 4, 5 6 7. 7 plus cot square theta plus tan square theta, which is the RHS and hence proved. Question 7, second one is a question from ratio and proportion. This is the question given, you need to find the value of x using properties of proportion. There is no denominator here, so we will write this as 1, and using componendo and dividendo we get alright. So here this part gets cancelled, and here root x plus 2 and root x plus 2 gets cancelled. On simplifying, we get twice of x plus 2 divided by twice of x minus 3, which is equal to 6 by 4. Cancel these 2's and reduce this fraction. You will get 3 by 2. Now to remove these roots, we need to square on both the sides. So on squaring on both the sides, we get x plus 2 by x minus 3 equal to 9 upon 4. Cross multiply, get 4x plus 8 equal to 9x minus 27. Shift all x terms to one side and numbers to one side. You have 27 plus 8 here and 9x minus 4x. This is 5x and this is 35. So x value will be 7. Question 7, third one is a question from mean median mode, where you need to calculate mean by using step deviation method. They have given weight and number of apples. Weight is mentioned in grams. So this will be our frequency. Class interval is given as 80 to 85, 85 to 90, 90 to 95, 95 to 100, frequency values are 5, 8, 10, 12, 8, 4 and 3. Alright, so first we will calculate the frequency. The summation sigma f will be 10 plus 12, 22, 30, 35, 43, 50. So this is going to be 50. Then we will find the x value. So x, how do we get? We need to add these two and divide by 2. So the central number here will be 82.5, then 87.5, 92.5, 97.5, 102.5, 107.5 and 112.5. Alright. After finding this, we need to find the arithmetic mean, which will be the central number from the x column. So this is your arithmetic mean. We need to mention it here. So A is equal to 97.5. Then we find D, which is x minus A. So x is 82.5 minus 97.5. So how much is that? You get minus 15. Then 87.5 minus 97.5 will be minus 10. Then here on subtracting this, you get minus 5, 0, then 5, 10 and 15. Alright. Then we need to find the value of t. T, how do we get? T is d by I. So the t here, what is the I value? I is the interval which you get on subtracting these class limits. So 80 and 85, the difference is 5. Therefore, I is 5. So 15 by 5 is minus 3, and here minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2 and 3. Last column is ft. So f into this t value. So 5 minus 3 is minus 15, minus 16, minus 10, 0, 8, 8, 3 3s are 9. Now what do? We need to add the ft column terms. On adding sigma ft, what do we get? So add all the negative numbers first, then add all the positive numbers and subtract and put the greater number sign. So on doing this, we get sigma ft as minus 16. Just erase this. So once you have filled the table, now find the mean. Mean is equal to summation ft by sigma f into I plus the arithmetic mean. So sigma ft we got as minus 16, sigma f we have as 50, I is 5, and our A was 97.5. So 5 ones are 5 tens are. This will be minus 1.6 plus 97.5. Simplify this. So 97.5 minus 1.6 will be how much? 495. 95.9 is the answer. Moving on to question number 8, which is a question from tangents. They have given two concentric circles and two tangents. Center is marked as O and length AP is given as 20 centimeter. The question says in the given figure O is the center of two concentric circles with radii 7 centimeter and 15 centimeter. So the smaller circle has radius 7 centimeter and the bigger circle has radius 15 centimeter. Now we know from the tangent properties that when you draw a line connecting from the center to tangent, it is always perpendicular. So here also from this point till this circle, this will also be perpendicular 90 degree. The question says find the length of BP. We need to find the length of BP. So first we will make this connection. We will join OP and consider triangle AOP. So triangle AOP, when you see, it's a right angle triangle, so you can use Pythagoras to find OP. So OP will be the hypotenuse. OP square is equal to AO square plus AP square. AO is 15 square plus 20 square. 225 plus 400 is 625. Then root of 625 is 25. Therefore, we get OP as 25 centimeter. Once you found out OP, which is 25, take triangle OBP and use Pythagoras again. So in BOP, this is 90, so the hypotenuse is OP square. OP is equal to OB square plus BP square. This we got as 25 square, 7 square plus BP square. 625 minus 49 is equal to BP square. Here on subtracting this, we get 576. So root of 576 is 24. So therefore, BP is 24 centimeter. Question 8, second one is a question from similarity. So the toy model of a truck and a real truck are in the ratio 1:60. So using this scale factor, we need to calculate this sum. The scale factor has been mentioned as 1:60. Calculate the length of the truck in meters if the length of the model is 25 centimeter. So what formula do we use? Length of model is equal to K into length of truck. So the question says to calculate the length of the truck, where length of the model is 25 centimeter. K we know is 1/16 into length of truck. Also the question mentions that you need to find the length of truck in meter. So how do you convert centimeter to meter? By dividing it by 100. So 25 by 100 and the 60 will go on top. Will give you length of the truck. Simplify this. 25 ones are 4s are 4, 15. So 15 meter is the length of the truck. That's your first answer. The second sub question says, if the open area of loading the truck is 90 meters square, find the area of the model in centimeter square. Area of model and K square into area of the truck. Here area of the truck is given as 90 meter square and we have to find area of the model. Now we need to find area of the model in centimeter square and area of the truck has been given in meter square. So meter to centimeter, how do we do? We multiply by 100. Now reduce all the zeros. 3 3s are, 3 2s are, 50s are, 5s are, 250 centimeters square is the answer. Alright. And the third sub question says, find the volume of the, if the volume of the model is 7500 centimeter cube, find volume of the truck in meter cube. We'll be using this formula. So volume of model is equal to K cube into volume of the truck. Volume of model is given as 7500 centimeter cube. K cube will be 1/60 into 60 into 60 into volume of truck. Now this is in centimeter cube and the question says to find in meter cube. So centimeter to meter you divide by 100. This will give you volume of truck. Now reduce this part. So on cancelling all of this, you get 1620 meter cube, which is the volume of truck. Eighth question, third one is a question from equation of a line. Question A, third one, points A and B have coordinates 7, -3 and 1, 9. A is given as 7, -3 and B is given as 1, 9. Find the slope of AB. So you take this as x1, y1 and let this point be x2, y2. So to find the slope, which is represented by small letter m, the formula is y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. y2 is 9. 9 minus of minus 3 will be 9 plus 3 divided by 1 minus 7. 9 plus 3 is 12 by minus 6. Therefore, slope is going to be minus 2. Now we need to find the equation of the perpendicular bisector of the line segment AB. The line AB is being bisected. So, what does the word bisected mean? It means that this line is being cut into two equal halves. And that other line is perpendicular to the given line AB. Alright, so we need to find equation of this line. So this line, since it's bisecting this, I'll mark this point as M, and this will be the midpoint of A and B. So find the midpoint of AB. So midpoint, which is M. Midpoint formula is x1 plus x2 by 2, comma y1 plus y2 by 2. x1 is 7, 7 plus 1 is 8, 8 by 2 is 4, minus 3 plus 9 is 6, 6 by 2 is 3. So this is the value of M. The coordinates of M are 4, 3. That's our midpoint. Now we need to find the equation of this particular line. Now since this line is perpendicular to line AB, we need to find slope. So slope of this second line will be M2. So M1 into M2 equal to minus 1. M1 we got as minus 2. So therefore slope of the second line will be 1 by 2. We have the slope, we have the coordinate. Now let us frame the equation. So therefore equation will be y minus y1 equal to m into x minus x1. y1 is this 3, m we have as 1 by 2, x minus 4. Cross multiply this, so you get 2y minus 6 is equal to x minus 4. 2y minus x, this minus 6 goes there, so plus 2. So this is the equation of our line. Now the third question says find the value of P if minus 2 comma P lies on the perpendicular bisector. So minus 2 comma P is lying on this particular line, so we need to find the value of P. Now if this point falls on this line, so that means this point should satisfy the equation. So our x value will be minus 2 and y will be P. Substitute these points on this equation, you get 2P minus of minus 2 is equal to 2. So 2P plus 2 equal to 2. So 2P will be 0. So P is 0. Question 9. First one is a question from mean median mode where you need to find median using the ogive. Since this cannot be plotted on the board, so I will be posting a YouTube shorts video for this. And even question 9 means second one is a question from construction. So both the videos will be posted shortly. Now question 10 is a question from similarity. In triangle ABC, DE is parallel to BC and area of ADE is to area of DBCE is given as 9:16, and we need to find the ratio of AD is to DB. So there is no triangle, there is no figure given here, so we need to draw the diagram. This is triangle ABC. It says that DE is parallel to BC. Area of triangle ADE is to area of triangle DBCE is given as 9/16. So area of AD is the smaller triangle, this area is 9, whereas the trapezium DBEC, this area is given as 16. So the area of the whole triangle is going to be 25. From this we get to know that area of ABC will be 9 plus 16, which is 25. Now to find the ratio of AD is to DB, we need to first prove that the two triangles are similar. So let us prove similarity. So if we consider triangle ADE and ABC, we have angle A which is common, and angle ADE will be equal to angle, these two angles will be same, and these are corresponding angles. So once you have proved by two angles, you can write therefore triangle ADE is similar to triangle ABC by AA postulate. After this we need to write down the proportionality. AD by AB is equal to AE by AC, which is equal to DE by BC. We need to find the value of AD is to DB, and DB will be part of AB, so we will select this ratio. Now since no measurements are given, they have given the values of the area. So use the area formulas. So area of triangle ADE by area of triangle ABC will be AD by AB the whole square. ADE area we know is 9. ABC we found out as 25 is equal to AD by AB square. Remove the square and put a square root here, and you will get this as 3 is to 5. So 3 is for AD and the whole AB is 5. But the question they are asking is to find AD by DB. So AD we know is 3. DB will be 5 minus 3, which is 2. Therefore the ratio is 3 is to 2. Question 10, second one is a question from section midpoint formula. Find the ratio in which the point 3, B divides the segment joining points A and B. So they have mentioned point A is given as 7, 1. Point B is given as 0, 8. And this is divided by another point. We'll mark it as P, which is given as 3, B. We need to find this B value as well as the ratio in which this line is being divided. Alright, so P ka we have the x coordinate, so we'll use only this 3 part and equate it. So m1 x2 plus m2 x1 by m1 plus m2. m1 x2 is 0, so into 0 plus m2 x1 is 7 by m1 plus m2. Cross multiply, you'll get 3m1 plus 3m2 is equal to 7m2. So 3m1 is equal to 7m2 minus 3m2 is 4m2. m1 by m2 will be 4 is to 3. So the ratio is 4 is to 3. Once you have the ratio, now you can find the value of B. So B will be equal to m1 y2 plus m2 y1 by m1 plus m2. m1 into y2 is 8. So m1 is 4, 4 8s are 32, plus m2 is 3, 3 1s are 3 by 7. We have 35 by 7. So the value of B is 5. Now the last question of this paper is a question from shares and dividend. question says the Surya invests rupees 4,500. So the sum invested is rupees 4,500 in 8% rupees 10 shares. So the dividend is 8%. Nominal value is rupees 10 at rupees 15. He sells the shares when the price rises to rupees 30. So the selling price of this shares is rupees 30 and invest the proceeds in another company with the different data. So first we will find out the sale proceeds. So sale proceeds is equal to number of shares into the selling price. We do not have number of shares, so we need to find the number of shares. Number of shares will be the sum invested by the market value. So which will be 300. So number of shares is 300 into selling price is 30. So on multiplying this we get 9,000. This is the sale proceeds. Now you need to find, so this is your first answer. The second one is the number of rupees 125 shares bought by Surya. Now this sale proceeds that we got was invested in another company. So the second investment will be 9,000. The D given there is 12%. Nominal value is 100 and market value is 125. Now we need to find number of shares here. So number of shares will be 9,000 by 125. So on cancelling this we get this answer as 72. So these are the number of shares that is bought in the other company. Now we need to find the change in the annual income. So first let us find the income for this part. So here income will be number of shares into nominal value into D by 100. Number of shares is 72, nominal value is 100, D percent is 12 upon 100. 100 goes, so 12, 864. So this is the income from the second company. So we have also need to find income from the first company. Now for the first company, so I2 we have as 864. So using the same formula, the previous number of shares were 300. The previous nominal value was 10 rupees and D was 8% upon 100. So this is 240. So the first income is 240, second income is 864. We need to find change in the annual income. So the change in annual income will be I2 minus I1, 864 minus 240, which is rupees 624. Alright, so this is the final answer. I hope this paper was helpful to you, and you keep watching or stay tuned to my channel. I'll be posting the YouTube shorts very soon, and all the best for your exams. Thank you.